Good afternoon, Mr. Cheapario.
I need guns. Lots of guns.
Might I suggest the Sinden light gun? Accurate, precise, bold.
What about dessert?
Ah, dessert. I have just the thing. Hey guys, Cheapario here. Today we're testing out the light gun kit from Retro Lizard's Custom Arcades. This is a great option if you want a very streamlined, out-of-the-box, accessible, form factor way of playing light gun games and all your favorite light gun games. This system, if you were to load it up, it's a PC running about 127 plus games on this Batacera software that is able to emulate all your favorite games in this very easily navigational form factor. You can play games like Alien 3, Area 51. You've got Time Crisis on here. You've got the Time Crisis that was on PS1, which was the spin-off. You've got Terminator. You've got plenty of games that are ranging from arcade, running on MAME. You've got PlayStation 1. You've got Dreamcast. You got Nintendo, Super Nintendo, plenty of options to be able to play your favorite games. So while we're going through this menu, let's go ahead and select the game and get started. So let's get Terminator 2 Judgment Day, the arcade version, up and running. And if you plug in the Sinden light gun, it is compatible with Batacera, at least this version of it. And if you plug in one of these gun cons, they will automatically be recognized by the system, and it creates these white borders, so it's already recognizing the light gun. Now, this is the only one that I'm familiar with that if you just plug and play, you don't have to do any type of calibration of any sort. It's just plug it in and you're ready to go. And it works great. As you can see here, I'm playing Terminator 2. It's connecting fine in terms of realizing my movements and the cursor. Now, I will say it's a little bit off, but works great. Next up is Time Crisis, and this is the arcade version. This is not the PS1 version. This is the arcade running on MAME. So I will notice that there is some slowdown, and it's especially noticeable with the sound effects. But then again, I mean, you're playing Time Crisis. So this is a great way to experience this game. One of my favorite games growing up in the 90s. And be able to experience it with a light gun, as if you're just playing it in the arcades. It's awesome. And these Sinden light guns, at least this version, it doesn't have a recoil feature. If you buy a Sinden light gun without the recoil, it's about $100. Add in another $50 if you want the recoil feature, but I think this works fine. And as you can see here, if I'm just pressing a button on the gun, I'm able to just kind of come out from shelter. It allows you to reload, or if I were to just grab the actual recoil spot of the gun itself, I can just slide it back to reload or go into a sheltering position that way. It works great. It's a great game. I just wish it didn't have that slowdown, but otherwise, a great way to experience Time Crisis, especially for those arcade 1-up enthusiasts that are stuck waiting for the arcade 1-up Time Crisis release. So this is a great alternative, and for purchasing the Retro Lizard's Custom Arcades PC kit, it's about $200. These Sinden light guns, as I've already described, are about $100 each for each one, and so for about $300 together. If you're going to buy another gun, of course, it's going to be about $400 to $450, depending on the recoil aspects. You have a great iteration of a light gun arcade that's already readily available. So as you can see here, I'm playing the PS1 Time Crisis spinoff, Project Titan, and this is also a great game as well when you're once again playing as Richard Miller, and this time he's been set up as having killed this president, and he has to kind of fight back against those who set him up. He's going to go plowing through all these bad guys on a yacht. He's a one-man army, Richard Miller. So these are great games to be able to relive. And honestly, when I start firing this up, I really got like a joygasm of playing all these games back to back and have so many options. And for the Sinden light guns to play so well and accessible. I haven't tested playing with two controllers yet, two light guns at the same time, but I will test it out. So hope you guys liked some of this footage. This is only one part. I'm going to keep on adding separate videos of my playthrough with this PC kit. So until then, guys, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.